No, he's extremely good. Look at his dance.
Stunt double.
I want to see you dance like that, winner.
Well, we got to see Dark vs Maru. It was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it was amazing. Literally, no hope. Anyway.
All right.
I thought you were actually thinking it was amazing, but no, it was once again a small segue.
Yeah.
Oh well. Here we go.
All right, down here in the bottom right, in the blue, the big Terran powerhouse. Let's see if he can take it out. Down here in the bottom right, he is INnoVation. So many Terran fans here.
And in the top left-hand corner from Finland, the Finnish phenom. We're looking inside of the main base of Serral.
Few Serral fans out there.
Yeah.
He looks so focused every time he plays. You guys notice that?
Yeah. Have you seen when he loses? He whispers incantations and stuff at his
I thought that never happens.
Well, it doesn't happen too often. That's why it's interesting. He wins a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously TVZ, we've been seeing a lot of lurkers special, and I really wanted to hear your thoughts on them. Do you think they're
OP or not OP?
super good? Yeah, OP, not OP?
I don't know. I will give my honest opinion because I haven't played this patch enough. In fact, I don't think I played against lurkers once, so
All right.
I can't tell. But from looking from it, they look strong. So I don't know, man.
What do you think is the weakest Zerg unit special?
Doesn't exist.
Nice
Is there a
balanced
Zerg
commentary.
unit better?
Can you name it? Because I can't find it. Which one is it?
Is there a weak Terran unit?
Yeah.
Which one?
Really? You want me to list them?
Yeah. Give me the
Mine
weakest
is
Terran
bad.
unit.
Marauder is garbage. Raven doesn't do anything.
All right.
Barracruiser is shit.
Okay.
Anyway. So, it seems like INnoVation is playing like a 3CC build, pretty standard on this map. And the question is if we're going to buy on to make. I know INnoVation doesn't really like mech that much. So, but buy on this map is very hard to win, you know, overall. So,
It's just not a lot of great tank spots.
it's just playing bio on this map is quite complicated because it's quite far. And there's not really good play position to attack, and the counter attack is quite easy for Zerg.
Lots of wide open paths, areas to flank and so on as well. Fast overlord speed here for Serral, so he is going to be able to get the scout reasonably early on that third command center, but it's not the fastest possible overlord speed. He's still got ling speed kicking in.
You know what's funny about this, about the overlord speed? Remember when it was 100 before the
Yeah.
No one on their mom got that upgrade. And they said, no, it's too expensive. We cannot get it. It's impossible. We will die to anything. And now what happens after they put it back to 100? They still get over the speed.
Yeah.
Freaking
We
Zerg
cannot
players.
get it, and it's
Freaking
impossible.
Zerg players, man.
It's
Can't
not
believe
possible,
them.
man.
This is like the fragile psychology of the StarCraft player, though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There's so much stuff that's so good, and it's like you change some value slightly, and everyone's like, "Oh no, like we can use it now." It's like, did that 25 minerals I guess really change anything?
Yeah, apparently it does.
Get stuck in our habits, I think, man.
That's just good Zerg marketing, all right? You put it on sale, and people get used to it, but you still got to
Whoa.
subscribe.
Hey, don't kill the tumor. Ooh, I thought for a second the queens. No,
And the
don't kill the
Overlord.
Overlord either.
So
Oh
we-
my god.
Oh, yeah,
Serral
wait a
hates his own
second.
units.
It's like the bully gang of Queen.
Ino is playing bio with the most standard for this map, which is 4 Hellions into make like the extra barracks. So he's playing like the super standard build on this map. Oh, sorry, and Serral is going fast. He's gonna go fast bailing speed, which is, I think against 3CC builds, honestly, it's better to go to Evos, but bailing speed works as well.
Yeah, of course, the double upgrade is going to be a little bit delayed, but it's all about getting up the big economy, right? Well-timed
Yeah.
fourth base. Good ling splits here. The Hellions realize that they'll get surrounded if they do die.
Yeah. I like how INnoVation tries it out, and he's like, no, I'm going up against Serral. It's probably not going to happen, right? Like, he's very on point with all his little moves, always has just enough units to defend against that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't remember the last time I saw Serral take a lot of damage from like a bunch of Hellions.
Oh, actually, he made 6 Hellions, so his barracks is gonna be really late because of the 3CC. I didn't even pay attention. But his upgrades are good, so his 2 medevac timing is not gonna be that quick. But as long as he can trade well with the Hellions and not lose them for free, it's okay, I think. With the new creep change, it actually helps a lot this kind of plays.
Yeah, whereas normally you'd stop at just 4 Hellions, right? Get those, double medevac stim pressure is kind of the big key point, right?
Yeah.
That's where you can really start just pushing the queens back, clearing the creep out.
Not only stop, you also like wouldn't even try to kill the tumors because what ends up happening is you take damage on the cars for a cancel tumor, which they don't really care.
So upgrades here very late, obviously, for Serral. He did opt to go for that very quick bailing nest and then the quick bailing speed upgrade, like you already mentioned as well. Do you like this build for Zerg?
I think it's honestly better against 2-base pressure than against 3CC, but it's still fine against 3CC. It's safe, very safe, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's a super safe way to play the matchup.
That's kind of how he played against Su as well in the ZBZ that we saw him play yesterday. He just simply played extremely safe, didn't cut any corners, and just went for, well, just outplaying his opponent in the mid game. So I wonder what's going to happen here.
You got the Hydra Den coming up pretty early on. Some players have just been like, well, the Hydras are for lurkers now. Lingbane, we're just going to rely on that and go into lurkers with Hive and all those upgrades. But I feel like there's kind of an opening here for the mid-game Hydra Lingbane and maybe put some pressure on Inno and make sure he doesn't take any damage to these drops.
When I played Serral, he played Hydra Limbane. He didn't really play Lurker, so...
Yeah, I guess it's like a possible transition if you really
it's
want
possible.
to. Yeah. Like in the past, it wasn't that great, but you don't really want to get too many lurkers with 8 range anyway. I guess it would be okay defensively, but I think it would opt for a Hive before lurkers.
Yeah, Ultra is still a pretty good unit, right? Definitely can still do the big ground poundy style, maybe
So
go up to a super high work
no,
count.
tanks. Oh, he's making a tank now. Is that the first tank on the operation? That seems a little late. No?
He's got tons of Marines right
Okay,
now.
so he skipped tank completely really quick, so his production is a lot faster.
The SCV count is really high as well, though, for this point in the game already.
His what? Sorry?
Like his SCV count is
Yeah,
already
yeah,
up
it's
to
because
72.
there's a CPU, yeah. And the creep is actually quite back, so this is very good for INnoVation so far, I think. Very good play.
Serral pushing back the first 2 Medivacs. This is just kind of the creep control situation. INnoVation picking up a 4th base on location. And, well, creep halfway across the map. I feel that everybody's just doing their normal standard build in game 1.
Actually,
Well, INnoVation
skip a lot of things by playing tanks really late, so he could have died to some stuff, but he got away with it, so I think he's ahead, to be honest, a little bit.
Oh, you like his position?
Yeah.
Oh, good splits as well, though he does get cleaned up.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very nice cleanup. Good splits in both positions here from Serral. Obviously, INnoVation just looking to get a few banelings where he can.
Oh, Beyond, is that you?
That was some insane splits, actually, as well on the target fires there.
Yeah.
Really nicely done. Now, the Zerglings go across now, and this is painful, right? They're slowing this down.
Very fast, up to 8 barracks here for INnoVation special. So he's just got his second siege tank production kicking in only now at 8 minutes 20. He's going to have a lot of Marauders coming in. I mean, do you think INnoVation in the past, I've seen him stay on mid-game a long time, right? Like lots of just bio tank liberator pushing.
Yeah.
I don't see him go up to Ghosts in the recent past.
No, he goes to Ghosts, but like way later. But you know what's interesting about what he played is that, yes, he skipped the first tanks, but he made his second factory way faster because he had more money. So his tank count is not going to be that terrible when he pushes before Hive or whatever the hell with the 2-2.
INnoVation's been right on top of those upgrades. Like you said, he kind of cut the tanks and a few other extraneous things early on. And the 2-2 timing, this is kind of the classical push. We got a bunch of tanks, a little bit of an upgrade advantage for the Terran, while the Zerg tries to hold on and either get Hive tech or go for some sort of counter attack.
This is the Inno move, by the way. 3 medevac drop against Hydra. He very likes this. But I'm surprised. He has a Viking, but the Viking is like sitting somewhere that's useless instead of here.
Yeah, he's flying past like 7 Overlords as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
imagine the Viking is there.
Yeah, I think he'd actually cleared it out earlier, but it was a few minutes ago in this game, so he really needs to get that Viking back up there. It's been spotted. The big Lingbane attack looking to come in. There is 3-4 siege tanks behind that planetary. Serral's just going to look to blow up the planetary and get out.
Yeah, he's just going to right-click it. Well, I guess it's already gone. A couple of siege tanks will also be picked up on the retreat. Do you think it's a worthwhile trade? Like, that's a lot of resources for a planetary, right?
No, it's good. We killed 2 tanks as well.
Yeah.
It feels like Serral never like overdoes it on the banelings. Like some players will just A move.
Oh, there's no banelings on the drop.
Yeah, there's a couple just
and
left.
I trust the Beyond Mike right here.
That's
If he's Gosu, he killed this. He's not Gosu.
Failed to simultaneously focus down 5 banelings.
This move is really good, by the way. He's gonna drop behind the mineral as well. Yeah.
Oh, reinforces his army.
Very nice moves. Hydra's coming up. He's going to push that back. He can redrop in the main base as well, though. Only a few Zerglings there. So this is just nice, annoying moves by INnoVation. Serral here at equal work accounts with Inno. Inno's got mules as well.
Oh, wow. That's huge. He manages to get a couple of those medevacs.
One of them was full, I think, too.
Yeah.
It was an F2, wasn't it? Yeah,
No.
Like one.
well,
Second one. Yeah, second full one.
Oh, he's just lost so much units. Like, he wants to push in the middle. That army's got to go home.
No.
That's actually a really
You should
small
use siege
force.
there and try
So-
to kill the creep. That's it.
Vipers are out right now as well. He's getting energy on them, I'm sure, trying to delay this push as much.
Oh, this is
as possible.
crazy.
Although he
This
could
is
just
bad.
go right now because all of the tanks are currently on siege. He's gonna just simply attack move as everything walks onto the creep.
That was a crazy move by INnoVation. I mean, that was a massive overstep. He just lost so many Marines. He thought Serral would still be spread across his bases, but
Yeah.
INnoVation just pushing a little bit too deep there.
I think he probably assumed that he was gonna wait for the Vipers to have energy. So he just wanted to roll a little bit further than normal, but
But Serral knew he killed so many units there, so no matter how good your macro is, you're not gonna make units spawn. We don't play Protoss.
I think INnoVation was kind of still on the default, feeling like he still had those drops, but after losing a couple medevacs, there's nothing keeping Serral from being in the middle of the map. Kind of INnoVation not really realizing how much he's lost, and being out there means now Serral's going to have Hive Tech, 84 drones. He gets to secure bases number 5 and 6, and well, he's going to look for the break here on the planetary at the 4th.
Beautiful Blinding Cloud, by the way.
good blinding clouds on the siege tanks on the planetary as well. That means that the Banelings can roll straight on into that mineral line. Planetary Fortress once again falls, and Serral's looking extremely dominant. This looks very much so like a Serral game. Just simply slowly taking a small lead here and there, and then eventually outplaying his opponent.
I mean, without the tank count and with such a low Marine count, you can
Yeah.
see how long it takes to even gun down the units. There's just so little DPS in INnoVation's army right now.
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, again, like this map is really complicated to win bio, especially if you end up starting getting bad trades. Now there's up a hill, and now he has on 3 bases, those 21 workers. I don't see how can he ever come back. Maybe with Gottlieb beyond micro.
Serral doesn't even need to fight here. He could just fall back to the creep if he really wants to, which is exactly what he does right now. Banelings will be joining the rest of the Zerg army as well, and INnoVation is desperately kiting back. But keep in mind, his main and his natural are going to be pretty much empty at this point. He needs this base.
The only saving grace here is 3-3 finishes up for Inno. He's on top of the upgrades. He kind of, it almost feels like he refuses to go for the things like Liberators and Ghosts and rely on the Marine tank. So he's got maybe another minute up until Serral's upgrades finish up, or maybe the Ultralisk hit the field. This is, if Serral overcommits, maybe there's an opportunity, but there's about a minute on the clock
You
now.
know about the upgrades, but Bailing don't care about upgrades, you know? You just roll and kill everything anyway. It's true.
Do you play any Zerg ever?
Yeah,
Yeah? What share am I with Zerg? I'm actually curious. I'm-
5,000.
Yeah, 5,000?
Yes.
1v1 me, bro.
You want to lose?
It'll be close. Ultra Cavern almost finished up, and Serral just, he's not a type
He's
of
already ready.
Yeah,
Like there's so
Well,
many
he saw, like,
overlords here.
3
Yeah, like there's a
tanks.
path of overlords in the dead space, and it keeps on spawning all these medevacs. Look at the queens. Ugh.
Yeah, INnoVation's really just got to lock down defensively.
Is there
He's
one
got-
Hydra? One queen?
INnoVation's hopes in this game are in the late game. He's got to drag this one out, for sure. He's got to set up better defenses and just hang on, but Serral rotates to a new angle just as INnoVation's trying to take the central base at the 6 o'clock location in the bottom of the map. Serral moves up here, catches him out of position, gets a tank, a wall of depots, gets a few lings in the minerals. INnoVation handles it quite well, but as he takes this base, suddenly INnoVation has so much more of the map to cover defensively. And I mean, he literally can only defend right now, which is very scary. He can do a few drops, a little bit of counter pressure, but just the threat of Serral's army just instantly hitting the top base, rotating around, hitting the southern base. It's hard for INnoVation to be in the right position at the right time.
So where do you think he goes from here if you're Serral? Like, do you transition towards Brute Lords from here? Or, I don't know, that used to be the normal
I
transition
think
here.
Ultras will be fine, but he's making a Spire probably from Corruptors. You see, probably thinks Liberators come.
Ooh, the tanks did get down here. There's Sensei now has spotted them rotating, so he was able to prepare his siege tanks. He's got to keep that planetary alive, though, and I think there's enough Hydras and Banes. I mean, Serral here, he's just got such a gigantic army, so many Banelings and Hydras, and INnoVation once again, yet again, losing another base.
The burst damage at the start of the fight is just too much for INnoVation to hold on. The planetary wasn't done. The drops, like, it feels like a delaying tactic every time. He's making more tanks, more medevacs, more Marines, more Marauders. Why is it going to work this time when it hasn't worked yet?
Well,
On his board, he can make anything else. That's a problem.
What about Liberators at this stage? Is that even an option? Like,
It
you
is
don't have a
an
late
option,
game
but it's
army.
on one starport, so like,
Yeah.
it really change anything. You can just join them.
he's actually doing good effort right now, though. I like the last couple of minutes a lot better than
Yeah,
before
he's
that.
been training someone. Okay.
Oh, that's the new classic skin that got added a little while ago.
That looks so scary, man.
I
It looks
love
so
it.
strange, right? So those are the StarCraft 2 Ultralisk with the StarCraft 1 skin.
Yeah, it looks like an abomination, man. It's like a bunch of
If I
corpses
see
all
that,
sewed together or
if I see that, I
something.
just leave the game. You know.
I think they need to have a speed upgrade like StarCraft 1. What do you think?
They already do. What are you talking about?
No, they need to be as fast as Zerglings like StarCraft
Yeah,
1.
good joke. What else? They need to do Flash. Ah, they already do that too. So.
Blink Ultras, Burrow Charge. The good days. They do look really weird, but you definitely
No,
know
I
that's
like
an
them a lot.
Ultralisk. There's no mistaking what unit that is.
Yeah. It's like a
Small
massive
scales.
Zergling.
It looks like it's so swole. It just
They're a
can't
little,
hold
they're a
its
little
arms.
skinny.
Yeah, they've been on a diet, man. They're keto ultralisks.
You know,
Keto lists. Mammoths.
mammoths.
Yes.
Mammoths.
The supply
You
dipping.
know what's missing? Serral is not using parasitic bomb in the meta back. That's something that
Not using what?
parasitic bomb on the meta back.
Yeah.
We should be doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
well.
But I guess it doesn't matter.
That's the third time that planetary fortress falls. 37 SCVs go down as well. Serral is still maxed out. He's got pretty much the entire map taken, the top right, the bottom left, and well, he's just here to end this game right now. GG is called. Serral wins game number 1.
It was his map pick, of course.
He played well. He played very well. INnoVation played well until some, like, around 10-minute mark, start making some keto mistakes. Huge mistakes. But this map is also very tough for Terran, as I said. Like, it's really, really hard. What's the next map?
Triton.
Triton.
Yeah, Triton is his pick, and then on the
Yeah,
Disco
interesting.
Bloodbath. Map 3, Map 4 will be Thunderbird, and Map 5, if we get there, is Ephemeron.
It's surprising because normally Terrans think that Disco is slightly better if they beat ban Winters. But I guess Serral doesn't mind playing Disco because he chose it as a Terran map, right? So
Yeah. What about Ephemeron? I mean,
That's a-
Serral's picked that as the final map. You think it's just 50-50? Or
no, it's a Zerg map.
it's a Zerg map?
Is there any Terran map in the pool?
Sadly, no.
Well,
It's true. I'm not.
What about the previous map pool special?
Yeah.
What was your favorite Terran map?
Well,
Cyber Forest?
No, the hell, that was a Zerg map, man. It's true. What? It was New Repugnance. It was the better one.
Neuropugnant? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Kairos was okay.
Yeah.
This. What was the name of the 16-bit? No.
Neon Violet?
No. This the one that had like the slow zones in the middle as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know which one, right?
Yeah, I know the map you're talking about.
Is Serral shaking or is it me?
No, he's in. Hey, look, I already won.
The rest of the world is shaking.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
Where
he's
he
cold.
walks, the world trembles.
Maybe he's cold. You should go hug him.
Oh. I mean, we're very warm over here.
So maybe he's not.
Yeah.
I mean, there is that energy pumping through the veins, right? The adrenaline.
It's all
from
going to
the
his
match.
brain and his
Yeah.
hands, so. I mean, that didn't really look close. It was a good game, but
No, it wasn't close.
Nah, Serral
mean-
just simply played better, right? Like, there's not really like one thing that went better here. Like, a couple of things went wrong for INnoVation, and Serral just didn't make the same mistakes.
Yeah, I think Special said, the map's not great, but that first
Yeah.
tank push onto the creep, I think
No,
this
that
was
was
like,
terrible.
you can't lose 4 siege tanks for free like that. That is such a crucial moment where the Terran needs to ramp up and really put a dent in the Zerg creep, start trying to get in range
Well,
of
what
the
happened
base.
there is like, he was doing medevac drops before he.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
If he didn't lose the medevac drops, then the push would have been very good. But
Absolutely.
He lost the units. So
Yeah, because then you can threaten multiple mineral
Yeah.
lines at the same time, right? The Zerg can't consolidate all their forces, but you could kind of see the plan and INnoVation just not quite flexible enough. Once the drops went down, you got to pull back, right?
Oh,
Instead,
yeah,
he dove onto creep, sieged up his army, and that's what we call a YOLO. A YOLO maneuver, man.
a Moronler move.
Special, why don't you bring us
Yeah.
our Terran player?
I thought we were playing Caster Chicken, where like we wait until
Where-
one person starts talking.
For those of you guys watching, we're all just pointing at each other to do the intro right now.
Alrighty, guys,
on
here
my
we go.
keyboard.
Game number 2. We find ourselves on Triton. In the top left-hand corner from South Korea, we have INnoVation. Are you taking initiative? I like it.
Yeah,
Nice.
bold call. In the bottom right, the finisher. Up 1-0 and not looking to stop now. He is Serral!
I love that people are like, no, we can't call him the Night King, but we're going to call him the Finisher. And I'm
Well-
like, really? We've given him a dad joke nickname
he
now?
has
Like,
some
is that it?
Don't-
I mean, you watched the final season, I imagine. I don't want to spoil anything for those that
That's
haven't.
not the book's Night King, all right?
Yeah,
The
okay,
book's
okay.
version, all right?
The theoretical
Up to like the
ones.
Hodor situation, Night King, that one.
Yeah, basically.
So you guys think INnoVation is gonna play mech or no? I know he doesn't like mech.
I like how you threw it back to us. We're just talking about some random shit
Yeah,
over
who
here.
cares about that?
What
We
do you guys
talk about
think,
game.
Mac?
Man.
I don't know.
Who cares about whatever we're watching? Who cares? We're playing game.
I
So-
think INnoVation will do the exact same build, but maybe not quite as quick on the
I don't think he's
CC.
going to go quick 3-2. Yeah, I think he's going to just open 1-1-1.
But you guys think he's gonna play mech this series or no? 'Cause I know he doesn't like it, but I think mech is not that bad.
I think if he wins a game, he will.
What do you mean? Ah, okay. If he wins again with like bio play.
Yeah. Like on this map and going to disco, maybe trying it out.
Maybe. What about you, Pigo?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, we've seen Abduct obviously ruining battle cruisers a little bit. I do think battle cruiser mech's nice, and I think this map there's a lot of
fixed the
room
bug.
for Hellion run-bys and that sort of stuff.
They fixed the bug, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did. So battle cruisers are actually usable again.
Oh. All right, that's actually pretty huge. I do think BC mech in general is really good, but I think it's such a personal question when it comes to his strengths as a player. Like, is a player who will mix in the very occasional proxy racks or will swap styles from bio to mech, but I think I get a feeling he's probably going to be bio-focused this series.
I'm really curious, Special, to hear your thoughts on the third base positioning right
Yeah.
here of Serral, because we pretty much always see the horizontal expansion here.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that point to like. So he was being blocked by an SCV, so he took that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this one is just way harder to defend in general.
Yeah.
I think it's on this map it's better used to wait, but maybe he knows better than me about this because he plays Serral, you know.
Especially with like the creep change and stuff. Like if he gets one kill on one tumor, that would be huge.
But when I see Serral take this base, being SCV blocked, it almost always ends on like a disaster, you know.
Has INnoVation even seen it, though?
I would imagine
He
he
has,
does, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
so
I like this. This is gonna be a proxy VC, guarantee you.
Proxy BC?
Yeah, he's gonna proxy the
Ah.
fusion core.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's... Yeah, okay. The
We've
Star
Bob,
Power
actually
telling
got
us all
a
about
fourth
the
gas
tech
as
tree.
well, Special.
Yeah.
Does that mean we go second starport?
Of course. Oh, I think so. Yeah. Oh.
Because fourth gas, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
normally
would
the
never
double
expect
BC
Inno to
time.
do
Oh.
What the hell, man? What are you doing?
And wait, he still hasn't seen the third either, has he?
I mean, he knows.
Yeah, he
Should,
must
right?
know that there's a third base, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, this is a proxy starport.
he doesn't get to check back into the main base though, so he doesn't know if there's going to be any kind of pressure. I guess this doesn't really matter too much because if you
No.
if you have Zerg pressure
Like,
right now,
if
you're
they,
pretty much
you're
dead.
gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
You're not defending anything with this. When
So-
there's a roach, there might be pressure.
Oh my
Serral is all
God.
in. He's making 2 extra gases. That means he's a Ravager Link.
Is
You
it-
know?
Yeah,
yeah.
Ravager Ling all in, like 12 roaches. spread
Yeah,
across
I
the
don't know
map.
how many roaches. I don't know.
Will this hit fast enough, Special, or is this a build order win for INnoVation?
I'm not sure. I've never seen this situation.
So I play this build a lot. If I can chime in, I do know if you go for like a 330 Roach Warren, you can get there before the first BC is out.
Yeah, you can.
So I think in this scenario, considering he's going double Starport, double BC, I think he should get there plenty before it's.
But the problem is, like, if he managed to get
Yeah.
2 BCs out and then 1 more from the other side,
Yeah.
even 2 more,
And then you can like jump across
Yeah,
the
he's
map
just
and
gonna
like, kill
win.
everything. Yeah. So it's gonna come down primarily here to the battlecruiser timing. 9 roaches already on that production tab.
oh my god.
Oh, that's
actually pretty big.
So bad.
Start. Dude, that is huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no wall here whatsoever.
Oh,
no bunker,
no.
nothing.
I
lot
mean,
of
he managed to have money to make the second BC. That's a good point, but yeah, this is not very good.
Well, that's the money he was going to use on the wall at this point.
The wall is not being built, man.
So BCs take about 7.5 years to produce. We'll see when they will finally join the battlefield. Probably no sooner than like 5:30. Yeah, he's got a little bit of time though, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's
Yeah, I
actually,
actually think he might be able to wash in
Yeah.
4 BCs, which I think he could win if he does that.
if he jumps straight across the map, like Serral needs to start making queens here really soon. Like he needs to defend and then jump straight across. Serral actually hit a bit of a supply block.
It's how many SCVs. Like, I think if he stays over like 20 SCVs, he's okay. Obviously, you still have the battlecruiser, super cost effective. But here we go, the Ravagers at the front, while not completed, can't be repaired, and now suddenly the evacuation has begun. But the battlecruiser has arrived.
Yeah.
All right, he spots the BC. Is Serral just going to go for
Is
the
he
turret?
really
Of course
fine?
he is. He's going to dive in here. Depot does get raised. No Spore Crawlers on the way behind this. I mean, he is going to lose all of these SCVs. That one BC
Look at him.
is not going to
Tar-
kill these roaches
Targeting
fast.
the Ravagers. This is exactly what you want to do when you have this situation. Because the Ravagers.
There we go.
I don't like
Nice.
the teleport at all, dude.
Yeah, no, so basically what he's trying to do, he knows he will get cleaned up. He just wants to kill as many SCVs here as possible, and he's right on top of pretty much all of them. Now, the battlecruisers are dealing a ton of damage. 10 SCVs going down up to this point.
Serral needs to drop spores. He's
Yeah,
droning.
spores
He's
queen.
seen the second BC. He's only just started Spore Crawls. There's going to be a BC teleporting across this map.
There's
pretty
going to be
soon.
more Zerglings as a reinforcement, though.
Are they? Okay. Oh, yeah, this is very good. There's no wall.
He's got to move the
wall
barracks.
has
He's got to
been
re-wall
dropped
the
down.
top of that ramp. He needs to get one
Yeah,
of those
like,
battle
honestly,
across the
INnoVation,
map.
I didn't like the teleport. Why? Because now his BC is on cooldown. I think at this point you just have to all in, you know? Like, you can't win a macro game.
There's 2 more coming, though. He's going to go up to 4 battlecruisers
Yeah, but
here. I don't
you
know
can
how
only
he squeezed
teleport
that
3.
out.
He should go, like, you need to, like, make a full wall in your your main base and you just go. If you give Zerg time, then he's going to make, like, a lot of time.
Yeah, they should
force
probably
and queens.
make like 4 Spore Crawlers, right? Like,
Yeah.
Just make a bunch more. Because that's really like
Okay,
the
he's
only
teleporting.
thing right now.
He's going to teleport 2 and 1 more after, and then 1 walk in.
Yamato
Alright.
Cannon just finished up as
Also,
well.
this stair base gives
Serral doesn't have
INnoVation a
enough
lot of.
spores.
This stair base gives INnoVation a lot of movement potential, you know? because he doesn't have to move like all across the
He doesn't have enough queens. He doesn't have enough spores.
He needs more spores, more queens desperately.
I think
Few
he
queens
a lot of
on the
energy.
You can't really outrun the battle cruisers. You just try to go to a better defensive position. Drones getting close, but Serral's at 51 drones, but that's definitely not going
I
to
think
stay at that number.
So there's 2 more once again on that
Yeah.
production tab. There's going to be 4 instead of the main of the Zerk here in just a little bit. I
Great
think he's
try.
probably looking to get a Spire or something, but that's not going to be done.
I think he's so dead, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 battle cruisers is so hard to deal with queens and spores. I mean, he's doing such a good job of making sure those queens don't get hit by the auto attack of the BC. Only the Yamato's are taxing them, but even that, I mean, the queen count just keeps getting whittled down.
There's no Spire on the way, and without a
Actually-
Spire, this is not going to stop. It's just going to get
No,
worse.
even if he got a fight, he has no money now.
Just kill the spawning pool, right? Like no more queens. There you
No
go.
more spores.
Yeah, no more nothing. So pretty much all of the anti-air right now is done. Serral's going to try and start up a Spire here, but by the time that's done, I mean, they take about as long as Battle Cruisers. Here we go, GG. INnoVation wins game number 2.
INnoVation calls in the fleet for support. I'm a little surprised to see Serral go for the all-in, but if there was a map to do it, I mean, Triton pretty small, ZVT, and
Small?
small.
Is that a small?
Well, like the
Smaller
Rush
than
distance is
Acropolis.
short, I guess. Yeah.
Actually, Acropolis might be smaller. Rush.
Triton.
Terran hasn't had a good map since Steps of War, you guys.
Yeah, no, I feel like Triton's one of the widest, kind of, as well as longest maps. But definitely, I mean, it's all very, very big. So next one's Disco Bloodbath. That's actually another good build for different forms of air harassment. What I'm really wondering is if Serral does a more normal macro build there.
I think so. to
Get
be
surprised by the 2 BCs. I mean, that's going to be a different game, but it could still get really rough, right?
I mean, like in the last game, he played more macros.
Yeah, if he was doing macro, has like 7, 8 queens
Uh,
out.
I think you should know right away because you see 4 gases if you play like over the speed.
Yeah.
So I think we thought the builds would be bad for INnoVation, but actually ended up being well because he defended correctly.
Yeah, it's just throwing a curveball, right? Like, you don't want to do the same build every game. Didn't work out. I don't think Serral really cares too much about that one. He's like, yeah, that happened. Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah. It's a build order loss.
Well,
It's not that like I think he micro very well in compared
Yeah.
to other people probably. But yeah.
we're going in the Disco Bloodbath. Hellion drop is something that, well, it feels so obvious that players should just be defending against it. It always seems to get damage done. And I'm going to stick with my call. This is the mech game.
So, real quick, though, to go back to the previous game, do you think he should have just made, like, more spores?
Yeah,
I feel like he just, like, 1 spore is just not enough, right?
Yeah, I think he should have made no lair, just queen spore.
Yeah, just
He's-
like 4 spores or whatever. per
Like a
wave
million
should be
spores and
totally
million
fine.
queens. His only
Yeah.
chance
Like
to defend.
pull off gas mining.
Yeah, like
Which-
literally
yeah.
queen sport. Because he will
Yeah.
realistically never get to corruptors.
Because I said
His
build
lair
order
was
win,
too
but
slow.
it feels like it's the opposite. It feels like it should have been something he could win there.
I think,
Yeah.
let me know your thoughts on this special. I think the most important area is actually in between his bases, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You need spores there,
Yeah.
right? Because you need an anchoring point to keep your queens safe so you can
Yeah.
kind of pick away at them. Because the moment he's in between, it's like impossible to actually
Yeah.
fight those battle
But
cruisers.
also, I see why he tries to make corruptors, because at the point, if he never makes corruptors, he's still going to end up losing, you know? Because he's going to keep making VCs, what are you going to do?
Yep. All right. Well, we are going to be launching into map number 3. It's tied up 1-1 apiece. Up here in the top left. Let's see if he's got more tricky builds, more cattle bruises on the way. Give it up for INnoVation.
And his opponent deciding to go for a bit of an aggressive build in game number 2. On the right-hand side of Disco Bloodbath, we're looking inside of the main base of Serral. There's a lot of Serral fans here, guys.
There's like a contingent of Finns out here. They're all
Yeah, yeah.
congregating.
Actually, the audience has been clapping for everyone. It's actually amazing. Like, there were a lot of German players, obviously, as well, and there's a little bit more excitement for those, because obviously it's the home ground, but it's really cool to see that every player gets cheered on.
I think in StarCraft we have kind of the mindset of like, well, if it's a fun play, we'll clap a little bit. If it's great, well, we'll put some more out there. But I'm glad everybody's kind of warmed up in every way to this tournament. Yesterday was incredible. Today's going solid so far, and you guys are amazing. Thank you very much for being here at Homestory Cup 20. I know it's sweaty out there, but it's only going to get better. Besides that one guy. Why are you on your phone? Serral's playing.
Oh my god.
Front row seats. Checking the stream.
Are there enough cats?
That's you, Belair. I see you. Why are you watching the phone, man? I know who that guy is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It looks like same opening again for INnoVation.
Public shaming.
Barrack gas. Shane Colin, man.
Going full circle back to Game of Thrones.
He looks like he skipped the SCV scout this game, so the Reaper's just checking around, staying at home, looking for any Zerglings off an early pool. So Serral gets a nice quick third base up, uncontested.
Nice.
Yeah, Ling speed does go down. All right.
So do you got Overlord speed here again? He's only actually got 1 drone in gas.
How much gas he has? I can't see him. Blind.
8. 8. So he just got enough for Zergling speed and.
I don't know. I don't play Zerg. I'm a 5K Zerg.
Nah, you need to like leave at least 2 drones, I think, here in gas if you want to get the Overlord speed. It's going to be far too late right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're definitely, of course, able to just still scout quite well with those Overlords that are,
Yeah.
in quotation marks, slow. I'm sure some players
Like
would
flying
disagree
supply
with
depots, they're okay.
that.
If you could make your supply depots fly, would you do it?
Yeah, you spend everything. The Ferraris, come on, man.
Wouldn't that be funny if instead of like raise and lower on the depot, you have to lift off the depot each time you want to let units in or out of your base?
Is that like a jetpack upgrade? You can merge a Reaper with a supply depot.
I think that would be balanced, no? Tenor could never win a game now.
It's kind of like a science vessel at that point.
Oh, the Reaper? Okay, it's not tape.
Brando.
So
Oh, that's
we have a
back on the
BC
creep.
opening, right? Is that a fusion core?
Yeah.
Brenda, get back on the creep, come on.
It's not safe out there.
I cannot believe it. Winter was right. He thought it was going to be mech in this map, and it's most likely going to be mech on this map.
Once again,
I can't believe it either.
I can't believe it. You just throw a random.
Yeah,
fact and
Winter just says words, and at some point he's
Yeah,
you know.
and it
You make
happens.
enough calls, you're bound to get a few of them.
That's
He's
early.
1 and 3
Yeah,
so
man.
far, it's great.
Duh.
The Serral Ling.
This is
Oh
so
my
bad.
god.
Yeah. Who needs Overlord speed, man?
Yeah, just get a Ling in.
Send your little pupper in there. Go fetch some information. Does end up seeing that nice and early, so we're going to have to see what the response is. You know, we've seen a few players do BC into Bio. I'm not a big fan of it myself.
No, I think it's success.
Okay.
do you think you need a Roachborn here? Because I always kind of feel like Lings, and then like you're probably gonna have to split up your queens, right? That's the main issue. Yeah, I like the idea of a Roachborn here.
I think Roach one, like the Roach Corruptor defense, is the best defense against this thing, honestly.
Yeah.
You've also got the counter-attack timing, right?
Yeah, and
Roach
also
speed,
put
Ravager.
pressure. Actually, he's gonna go into Bio, man. Cannot believe it.
Oh,
What a
damn.
guy.
The Winter was wrong, huh?
Call dropped. Okay. Well,
I really think
we'll get him next time.
it's not good, but he made 8 Hellions, so his pressure is a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I guess he's oh, this is a nice move.
He might also be selling mech to Serral a little bit.
No, he is for sure. And I think he saw the Roach one with the Reaper, so maybe that's why.
Yeah. 8 Roach or 8 Hellions usually does indicate you want to make a.
Bio with with Abyssino with.
Yeah.
This is like something new, kind of.
Yeah, you can actually have a pretty nice little kind of surprising stim follow-up timing. But it definitely is something you want to keep secret. So far,
yeah.
Serral has not done much follow-up scouting. His
This
lair's
is-
going to finish in a moment. We'll
This
see
is
if he goes
genius,
over
you know
soon.
why? Because Serral skip over the speed, right? So he has no way to really risk scouting again. I think
Yeah.
that's why he's going Bio. Because he scouted the Roach one
Oh.
and he sees this.
A new challenger approaches. Battlecruiser jumps in. There's a single spore. The drone's being chased down. Ling's trying to reinforce. There's no Yamato, but the Hellions helping out on the damage. 4 queens, 5 queens coming up. Looks like Serral will be able to push this back for now.
That could have been such a disaster, right?
Yeah.
Like I would have lost the whole mineral line there. All of a sudden, there's a butterfly on
I'm
Winter's
getting
nose.
attacked by flying locusts.
Oh, that's poison, man.
One tropical
That's
island.
poisonous,
Are
man.
you an expert on tropical butterflies
Yeah,
special?
man.
A butterfly literally just landed
Yes.
on Winter's nose.
I was like,
Mid
it's not
cast.
actually going to
like
happen.
when
And
you-
it's
almost
going
like
for
winning
round
two
2
of
of
it.
Okay.
It's dive bombing.
Oh,
Winter
come
right now.
on.
This is incredible.
The bugs are invading.
The Zerg are
Homestory Cup as
harassing
well.
me.
I can't believe it.
I thought Boxer were only playing the game.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of
Think-
bugs, they're currently surrounding some of these fire trucks.
The cars
They're actually like opposite of fire trucks.
They're
We
fire
need
cars.
creative names for,
You know-
for StarCraft units.
His pressure didn't do that
Does
much
that mean they're a
damage.
water car?
Huh?
Does that mean they're a water car? Like if a fire truck is one that fights fire with water?
Yeah. They're like Hot Wheels.
Do we have an
Hell buggies. Like we need a bunch of good names.
Is he making an
Hell
overview
muffins.
to confirm what
No.
he's doing? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Overseer just saw
That's
that.
good. Because if he made Corruptors before, before knowing it's Bio, then I would say he's in a terrible position. But at least now he can make Mutaliscos, like the butterfly we just saw.
And do you think we'll see a Baneling nest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You switch. I
Infestation
mean, I think
bit.
INnoVation is a great position just because he kind of tricked him really hard.
Oh, 2 empty medevacs.
What about
Flying ahead.
Are they really empty? Look at this.
They're scouting. There's 7 mutas on the way. It was just the 1 battlecruiser commitment, so it is like the cheapest transition into bio you can get early on. And
Mutas.
it was. Yes, those are an endangered species nowadays in this
Yeah.
matchup.
What are you talking? They're great.
So I kind of feel like you need to have like at least like 6k MMR to play Mutalisk, but once you get there,
You have to unbind
really
your
good.
F2.
yeah, like they're really, really good if you can control them well.
Yeah.
But for the vast majority of players, you probably want to skip the mutas.
Look at Serral's worker count. The late 4th
There's one tank.
base.
Why is there a tank? There's a tank on the left in the bottom left.
Really?
Yeah, he sieged it up
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
now
just
it's-
was a bit slow to unsiege that. He
Oh
had the
my
nice
god.
little angle
There's
with
no
it.
turrets, dog.
Well,
Guarantee you there's no turrets. 100%.
This is really important though. Serral does need to get some damage done. INnoVation's upgrades are way ahead. He's got 3 bases. Serral's 4th isn't even finished yet. Serral needs to do a bit of damage here to tie this economy up.
he's
he's
really
doing quite a
getting the
bit.
SCVs. He bots the engineer base, not that that matters much. He dragged the entire army back pretty much. There's nothing else happening on the map.
15.
workers, man.
That's so
Oh,
much.
oh, well,
Did Serral just make a mistake?
Yeah, and a big one.
no, he's freeing up supply.
No,
Ooh, man.
that was a pretty big one. He actually is now remaking some of those mutas.
Yeah, of course, you're going to play Mural in Bay, but that was a bad...
Oh, what, no turret?
So Thors are coming up as well, right? Like Thors obviously nowadays
Thor?
absolutely amazing.
I mean, it's the
What,
same
sorry?
as Mural. Papa Thor.
Oh, Papa Thor.
Yeah, that's his name, Papa Thor.
You give nicknames to units. Like I like the what was it? The dinosaur, the
Mammoth?
mammoth, and the Papa Thor. Do you have
Papa
any
Thor.
more?
No, not so far. Not
Daddy Colossus. Like I don't,
Colossus? No, I don't have a name for Colossus. But Papa
Always
Thor is
looking
great.
down on you.
Papa Thor is pretty good. We saw yesterday that Thors are absolutely phenomenal, especially in the late game in ZVP.
All right, INnoVation's got a nice army, but I think he's got to not overextend. I think he's just got to clear creep here and wait for that 2-2 upgrade advantage. He's already 1-1 versus just +1 carapace right now.
I meant
There's no Baneling speed.
Yeah.
Well, there's no Baneling, so breaking a higher upgraded Terran with tank support, you have to have either the mutas have to get involved and snipe off the tanks, or just an overwhelming amount of supply, which Serral doesn't really have at this stage.
He's sending a backstab around the left-hand side. The mutas are going to look to find the 4th. INnoVation is on top of it, though. Serral's got to isolate his army a little bit, either with a big counterattack or a surround, some sort of flank. He's got to use his positioning to his advantage, but I love the way INnoVation is set up about halfway across the map. He's reinforcing. He's got that sensor tower on the backside to spot things ahead of time, and he's not overextending. He's just waiting for that 2-2.
Yeah, but the supply difference, look at the supply, man, it's huge. The difference is quite massive at this point. To be
I think INnoVation's got to wait. If he just pulls back, I think as long as he doesn't force the fight just yet, he's got to wait for 2-2 and just a few more
honestly,
units.
he used out there's no Baning speed, so he's probably like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you, man. But he doesn't know. This is super lucky, you know. He doesn't know how far it is.
Oh, one siege tank does get picked up by
Main
those
speed.
mutas. Yeah.
Speed just kicked in. Serral is going to want to save this hatch. He's going to go for it.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Links and Banes are coming from as many sides as possible, but it's still a frontal engagement. One of the siege tanks does get another hit in.
That
Is
was
that going to be enough?
That was great splits out of INnoVation. Serral pushes it back. It's not going to be a game ender right here, but the Banelings were all filing through like in a procession, so the Marines were pretty easily able to split away off creep.
All right, so now we will see that transition towards the Hive.
Oh, those are great mines.
Was 2-2 finished for that whole fight?
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
2-2 against 1-1, so
Yeah.
that was it looked imbalanced, but it actually was the upgrades.
So
Yeah.
playing better and getting more upgrades is imbalanced.
No, I say it looked imbalanced, but it was the upgrades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mutas coming in, going to take down a few Widow Mines. Banelings do run into Marines there. Good trades for INnoVation. Finds another Mutalisk on the right-hand side. Hive is on the way now for Serral. He's looking to close that worker gap. The creep spread is kind of far back for this stage of the game. If INnoVation can keep putting dents in it, it is going to be hard for Serral to defend his 4th and 5th base.
Oh, I mean, the Whittle Mine's literally hit and miss, back and forth. Hive's coming up. It feels like INnoVation's kept Serral pretty well contained here. The Hive, like, there's not going to be a big Hive tech switch that INnoVation's going to have to completely adapt around. He's still got the upgrade advantage. He could easily keep the pressure on, and with the mutas, you're just a couple seconds away either being out of position or just not seeing a drop to something like the main and critical economic damage happening.
Nice Widow Mine hits, cleaning up the Zerglings on the left. Big push on the right-hand side. INnoVation almost maxed out, wants to go again. A lot of Ravager and Muta supply. These units are a bit squishy, a little bit fragile. They're not the best at just kind of absorbing the tank Widow Mine fire. Now that it's non-stop 3 Widow Mines building at a time as well, this is quite a scary situation for Serral. He's way up on workers, but he's down 30 army supply right now. The upgrades are tied at 2-2 apiece.
Yeah, so we have seen this fight before a little bit earlier. This time around, the armies are significantly bigger. One more corrosive bomb
Great
there
use
does
of the
connect with the
rubber
siege
unit.
tank. Yeah, really nicely done. Do you want to push in here if you're Zerg? Like, there's so many Widow Mines and also a couple of siege tanks set up. Well, apparently the answer is yes.
Well,
Serral
the
is going to
army's
move
not that big.
forward.
Serral finished up as 2-2, so is Ling Bane having a noticeably better
Yeah,
effect.
what
And
the hell is this army? It was not that. It was very small. He was a multi-prong attacker. I think if we went together, he got a really good position. Maybe it would have been better, but I could see why he did that because Ser could just, okay, I'm gonna sack this base and take another one and kill you.
Yeah.
No overseers. He knows they're there, right?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Eye of the tiger, man. Eye of the tiger.
oh my God.
Wow.
All right, Hive is now finished. No 3-3 on the way just yet for Serral, of course. A little bit low on money. He's just trying to maintain position, control,
Widow Mine
use
drop.
that creep spread.
Can CC or not? I don't think he's CC. Guarantee you he's gonna kill 12 drones.
12,
Yeah, 12.
11.
3, 5, 10.
10.
He killed a queen. He attacked the queen. His mistake.
I love how you always have a save.
That's like StarCraft player 101, man. If you don't have an excuse in your back pocket before the loss even happens, then you are not a true StarCraft player.
Like, you don't have any teammates to blame here.
Got to preserve that ego, man.
Oh, the drop.
Lag, map hacks,
nice.
and all that also not relevant, so you gotta come up with some creative
Terran's about to be 3
The sun was in my eyes.
All right, this creep is being pushed back on that right-hand side.
drop.
Nice drop on the left. Yeah, lots of work is going to go down there. And as that 3-3 kicks in, Serral's going to go and engage beforehand. This is only part of the army. The Widow Mine hits need to be big, and the Widow Mines aren't really even firing. One of them shoots an Overseer, and that's the only connection that a Widow Mine actually makes there. But the
That
Marine
though.
splits were good.
Yeah, the bottom left-hand corner did get cleaned up there, so INnoVation did manage to get a base.
Oh,
This counterattack is huge, yeah. So Planetary Fort is not yet secured there, and looks like Serral will be able to push this back. Still, like, his creep spread is a little worrisome, right? Like, he doesn't have a ton of creep.
Yeah, he's been on the back foot for a long time in this
Yeah.
game, has Serral map control-wise, but it is such a big map, and that gives him a lot of space.
Yeah, Muras are very good on this map because, you know, they're a unit, but...
It's a map, and he's Zerg, so therefore.
He happens
But
to be
INnoVation,
playing
I don't know,
with
if
his
INnoVation can win this game, you know, soon, with the 3-3, if he hits before 3-3 of Zerg, he can win, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, Inno for the first time is kind of adjusting. He's going for the later game units. The Mutas come in. They're actually, well, going for the SCVs, an easier target than the Planetary. Zergling's running in. But he is going for the Liberator range. He's adding on more mech units to complement the bio. He's not just leaning on Marine tank like on Acropolis.
And he's hitting that power point. When you get to a big maxed out army, if you've got enough Marauders combined with enough mines, those mine hits are going to start to get bigger hits. Just the bigger the fights are, the more chance you are going to have of mines getting big hits. As long as you've got a good enough count, a lot of the time we've only seen 2 or 3 mines in many of these engagements. This is still a very small army that we see on screen there for INnoVation.
Oh, big counterattack as well from Serral, actually. It's only a couple of Banes going into middle line, but that base was softened up from, like, the fights that were happening earlier
This
in
is
the
the
game.
fight, man. He's 3-3 against 2-2, and he has Papators in there, so...
Yeah, they deal so much damage.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
Mutas take some big
Oh,
volleys.
nice baiting.
Great spreads on the
What?
Marines. The Mutas and Lings have to pull back. He has defended on the left-hand side, but 13
Oh.
workers went down in the midst of it. Serral needs to do return damage on the other side of the map. You can see this. He gets that
GG.
hit on the right.
INnoVation breaks him. Just too much, too fast. And he didn't even need the later game units. He just leaned on his upgrades.
Papa
hit
Thor
the
MVP?
timing.
Yeah, Papator won the MVP, and the creep denial. Like,
Yeah, that was
Serra
huge.
wasn't able to get more creep again on that side of the map. That was the big key point for the victory.
Could we have a Terran moving on in the winner's bracket?
It's crazy, isn't it? When's the last time we saw that?
Last time INnoVation won Homestory Cup.
So about 6 months ago? No, a year?
Yeah, how long ago was that actually?
Yeah, crazy.
Um,
Imagine playing turn and winning.
It's insane, man.
It's crazy, it's crazy.
Where did Serral go wrong there? It kind of it just felt like maybe he didn't have the perfect response.
You gotta have in mind that the beginning was really bad for him.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
INnoVation kind of sold him mech with
Yeah,
the battle
yeah.
cruiser, and Serral was stuck on Roach Ravager, which is never your ideal army composition.
The very late 4th base as well.
I feel like he should just play over speed, to be honest, but
Yeah, and then, like, the creep spread on the right-hand side never really got back up either. He lost the base in the bottom left,
Yeah.
too. So it's just a lot more aggression from Inno, and a lot more things went right. That was a well-played game, though. Like,
the
that
key point was him scouting with the Roach one with the Reaper, so he could know, okay, he's gonna try
Yeah.
to do the
You think he
Roach.
was going to play mech originally?
Probably, maybe. I mean, I'm not saying 100%, but I think once you see a Roach Horn when you're playing mech and you switch to Bio, it sounds terrible, but it's not that bad.
Hmm.
Because Zergs don't want to make Roaches against Bio from that low drone count.
Yeah.
Well, what about the mutas? Like, Serral went for the mutas. It seemed like they were getting damage done, but the problem with mutas is they're not cheap. Like, you have to keep controlling them. It slows down going for anything like Hive Tech
Yeah.
and adding in a bunch of Banelings. It feels like they're always getting damage done, but they keep having to justify their cost over and
Well,
over.
The first Muras they killed like I think 15 workers or something ridiculous, but then remember he lost like 4 or 5 of them for free.
Yeah.
You guys remember that, right? The
Absolutely.
first Mura batch. If that doesn't happen, he will have a very easy game. But since he lost those Muras, the damage he did to the CBs kind of neglected. You know, he ended up being
Yeah.
the same.
I think it was previous Homestory Cup where we asked Serral, what do you say in between those games? Because you always see him whispering them to himself. I feel like we need like a Finnish lip reader or something.
Didn't
to
he
figure
say
out what's
he
going
didn't
on.
realize he did it?
Yeah, but I don't believe that.
I'm
honestly.
pretty sure he's just. My theory is he's just like smash his face.
Yeah.
Get him, get him.
I can't believe it. Yeah.
Leave
Wasn't that
him- leave him-
Jadong?
leave him on the
Wasn't that
ground,
Jadong
crippled
that
man.
like said to himself, repeated over and over and over again, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him."
Yeah.
He does look. He does have
It's
that
the
stone
same
cold
intensity,
killer.
right?
Yeah, he does have that stone cold killer face whenever he loses a match. But anyways, here we go. Winter, you want to do the honors?
I would be honored.
There you go.
In the bottom right, showing everyone, even those on the couch, how to play some Terran. It is the man, the machine, INnoVation.
And special, how about you intro our Zerg player?
In the top left, playing for Nance, the Finnish Phenom, Serral. Who calls him like this? Is his Maynard? Is Maynard, right?
Yeah,
Finnish Phenom.
quite a few people. Claris as well.
I like the finisher. I think the finisher, like, it's a dad joke. I get it, but it's you know.
Why-
It does have a ring.
Why is he
It's-
not
it's-
the Nordic Phenom? Instead of
The
Finnish?
Nordic.
The Nordic.
The Sven,
Like there's
Phenom?
alliteration, right? Like Finnish phenom sounds nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but Nordic, it's more space. So it's a Phenom in more places.
He's got a whole region.
Yeah.
That he's a
The
phenom.
Earth.
No, Nordic.
Phenom.
Whole-
The universal phenom of the universe. It does sound
Yeah.
nice. Maybe we need to update. Can we get a Liquipedia entry update?
So just back on that last map quickly, I think one other thing, because we were doing that kind of quick recap of what went wrong for Serral, I think there was multiple fights. We saw great splits from INnoVation, but it was also one-directional engagements, right? INnoVation did this good job of pressuring multiple areas, and even though sometimes he got caught with a small army, you always had Serral unable to flank, right?
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes if you give Serral a bit more time and control in the game, he's going to come from two sides, and those Marines don't have anywhere to split to, right?
Pretty much.
But fight and fight again, you saw like 14 Banelings just roll into this arc of Marines. They'd spread back, the Banelings wouldn't connect at all, and you go, oh man, that's actually really cost inefficient. So awesome map control and just sustained pressure from INnoVation, I think, setting up a lot of the engagements.
Gotta remember, dude, the last fight it was 3-3 vs 2-2, so it was quite huge. Like the last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he had like 12 medevacs, so if
Yeah.
a unit doesn't actually die,
He got 2 Zerglings here actually with the first Reaper and does get out. That's
That's a
nice.
nice control.
Now, it does not slow down the creep tumor, obviously, because it did take a little bit of damage.
I want to see a queen block the jump with the Reaper. Just
I
place
think,
the
actually,
pylon.
do you think Zerg wants to give up 2 Zerglings to safely get the tumor?
I think 1 is fine, 2 is already pushing it. But you still want the tumor anyway, so
Yeah.
I guess. This map is okay, it's not that terrible because run by cars is not that common on this map. It's quite uncommon. And INnoVation is, what is he doing? 3cc? Is that a
Third gas as well. So it's going to be 3cc into Battlecruiser again, right?
No, that's the second gas.
Oh, okay.
Terrans make the second gas run there because the rally point works. So you
Yeah.
don't have to screw up your mineral
You don't have to
line.
make it go 15 out of 16 in the main.
Yeah. You don't have to screw your mineral lines. That's why.
Oh, fast stim.
Yeah, he does go back, by the way, to Overlord speed again as well.
Oh, okay. This is the... Basically, you guys cure vs Rainer on this map?
Mm-hmm.
You guys see that? Oh, actually, no. This is just three barracks really quick. Of
This is Bomber.
cars.
This is Wings of Liberty Bomber, man. This
This-
is like
this-
a...
No, it's actually like Wings of Liberty.
Well, he has
so-
gas,
No,
so
Wings of Liberty, I mean, sorry. Harvest Run build, TBC.
yeah, like
You guys
no
remember?
Hellions at all, right?
But he made only 2, so his medevacs are going to be fast. But he will die to like anything, you know?
Yeah, do you like this,
Yeah.
though? Because, yeah, exactly. Like, it's extremely vulnerable, and the Zerg creep spread is going to be ridiculous, right? Like,
Yeah.
tumors are going to go everywhere.
But
Well-
actually, your double medevac gets started a lot earlier, right?
Yeah.
So
But it's still slower than the new version of the build, which is like the 2 barracks and one factory.
Double engineering bay already as
Yeah,
well.
with this you get your upgrades faster too.
But
the only
there's nothing at the front.
yeah, the problem is the creep tumor is. I mean, the creep is gonna be like auto control, and you can really stop like a baiting all in, but like you cannot need to do the baiting all in before you scout it, you know. So it's like a lock base. So that didn't happen this game.
Does seeing Overlord speed just kind of tell he's probably safe for the time being? Doesn't
I
have to
mean,
worry?
once I played this in Korea, some guy did overlord speed and he still baiting busted me, and I died. Like it's not impossible, but it's super rare. I don't think anyone would do it. And Serral actually went to evil before his normal style, which is like the bailing speed, which is what he did on game 1. You guys remember?
Yeah.
He scouted something very similar and he went bailing speed right away. Here's going to evils.
Yeah, he
You know,
dropped those right after seeing the engineering
yeah.
phase. So it's just kind of saying, okay, you know, you've got crazy fast upgrades. I'm going to match that. And this is cool to see. Both players, you know, giving a lot of space. I think the first Medivacs, yeah, as you said, the creep is going to get out of control a little bit. That fourth base is so early on location. Baneling Nest starting only now, and this is just such a smooth opening for Serral. If he can deflect the first double drop easily and not really lose too much creep spread, it's a really nice start for Serral.
Yeah, Zergs love opening up with the double evo. Like being able to open up double evolution chamber is super nice.
You want these rocks.
Yeah, these rocks are huge, by the way, especially for like tank drops and whatnot later on.
I think he should have like the Reaper or something like, and
Just to slow it down ever so slightly.
I
Yeah.
mean, what the hell is the hell doing here? This is bad.
the
Like,
rocks
you
are
actually
down.
want the rock. This is very key, and they're already down, so it's bad for
That's
you.
a half full medevac drop
That's
almost there.
9 Marines. It's not that many.
Okay, I mean it's just a control creep right now. He has no intentions of doing real damage.
Zara actually is going up to like 40-ish Zerglings here and also 8 Banelings, so he's definitely respecting this.
Yeah.
Probably over-making units though for what he's actually going up against. I mean, it's not that many Marines.
But it's okay. Like he can just make runs after it. Oh, he actually doing the Serral, the solar move. He's setting on bailing drops.
Just go.
I don't know where the overlord is being made with the speed. I mean with the overlord transformation, but it's gonna drop bailing somewhere.
He joins up with the
Yeah, right there.
Hellions.
Ah.
Armory's about to finish. There's I guess you could maybe have a couple Hellbats, but he's keeping tabs. It's going to be Zerglings and Banelings. Sees there's not a gas there, but yeah, Baneling drop, especially in ZVT, a little bit rare, but it's not really a big risk.
It's spammed a lot in Korea when they do overlord speed, which I think is, I don't know why people don't do it in the foreigner land, but it's very good.
Alrighty, so we will see the transition once again to Hydraling Bane. We do have the 2-2 upgrades also coming up, so probably a Hive pretty soon as well. And all things considered, this is once again a game where Serral is essentially left to his own devices to do whatever. I always kind of feel like that's where he shines and where he's scariest, but let's see if this Baning drop can do anything.
Great Marine there, by the way.
Yeah, really nice.
He's
He
really
knows
watching.
this is a possibility. But I don't know if he saw it.
Did he see, though? Yeah, exactly.
He saw there's
Oh,
something
yeah, he
else
did.
fighting? Oh no, he saw it. Nah.
Oh!
But still, this is
Oh god.
bad.
This, I mean, okay. Well, now he knows
He's
it
fine.
exists.
I mean, he already knew because he's all overlord speed, so it's a big possibility. There's another one being set up. But this is very nice because if you have to defend it, that means you're not clearing creep or stuff like that, you know?
And like still lost mining time as well. It's
Yeah.
not like it's a terrible trade.
No, it's not bad. It's a very good move. I think if I was a third player, I would do this every time.
He's already preempting the second one, but there's a fight in the center of the map. It
If he
looks
drops
like.
it, there's a chance, yeah, see?
God.
It's not that easy to micro design. He probably lost some stuff on the other side, yeah, see? Very, very good move.
Just taxing the APM of innovation here, trying to make sure he has multiple areas to look. And
Yeah,
if
he-
that creep gets a bit further
Serral
out
at
the middle,
800. Like,
Yeah.
try to keep up innovation.
gotta hold down that spammy keys, man. Gotta keep up here. Tanks are gonna try to move out and set up a bit of a position. You know, he's got to be careful to not throw them away, though. So, yeah, really conservative tank position. I love it. That's just going to allow him to spread forward and start to clear the creep, but he's not really committing deep.
Yeah,
I've
it's the
already
slowest
started.
of slow pushes, though, right? Like it's going to take a very long time to go into the location where he actually wants to be.
Why is he not making...
Does
Well,
Zerg actually want to push here? I don't know if you want to go off creep.
No, I think I'd like to see Serral set up some flanking forces, though. You can see he's got a force up on the top right.
Yeah.
This army's set up here, which is just pre-spread. So it's just if innovation pushes in, he can kind of go forward, scare it off, pull back.
Is innovation
go
on
in.
8 barracks and 3 CCs? Because he's making a ridiculous amount of Marines. Yeah. Like, he's super all in. I don't think Serral realizes this, but like, this is like super. This is like how you thermal play. This is how Kellasor beat him on the group stages.
That's the
On
ghost
this
of,
map.
the ghost of Mappa on the casting couch showing us that the upgrade's finishing up for both sides. Innovation has a slight advantage, but it's not going to be a decisive one.
So yeah, there's no Marauders coming in, right? It's just an insane
There's
Marine
no 4
count.
CCs. It's just
Yeah.
like one factory to it's like insane amount. It's like super all in. If it doesn't work, he's kind of dead. But if it works, it's gonna march to the victory.
So much
man.
damage output in this army right now. Serral, he's setting up a gigantic surround. Units
Yeah.
in the bottom left, units in the top right. He is setting that up, but you can see innovation's very well spread. This next fight is probably going to decide this game.
Yeah, who needs a concave if you can get a circle?
There's no creep.
And here we
Here we
go.
come.
He's going to start pushing from every single side, but all of the creep has indeed been cleared out. The banelings on the right just simply rolling forward.
Too many Marines, man. He
They actually got
guns
back
them
on creep.
down.
I actually
so
thought he was
fast.
just going to roll them into the tank.
INnoVation just slid a little bit to the left and right. The tanks
Yeah.
took the brunt of the Zerglings. A few banelings left over, but I don't think there were any
Wow.
real connections on the Marines.
INnoVation here. He's one map away from closing out this series. I mean, this is a huge opportunity for INnoVation.
Yes, remember, there's still a loser's bracket if Serral does go down here, and it looks like he might. INnoVation spreading again, the tank's taking shots.
Oh, man.
The baneling count, and INnoVation. Wow. Look how hyped he is.
I really think